Good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning. We are here outside Parliament House in Brisbane. We're all here for the public viewing of the, extension of the Emergency Services Bill. So there is a public hearing this morning. Everybody is out and about. We've got Jason Miles doing his bits and pieces. Hello. Oh, yep. Thank you. So I'm here in my Stand Up and Vote t-shirt. We're all after the same thing out here. I think what's interesting for people to know, if there's anybody watching who isn't part of our community, I'm going to take a little view along here, and what you're going to see is not like crazy, outrageous people, right? We got grandmas, we got families, we got mothers, right? And so this is necessarily what you don't see on TV. It's just these people, regular people, just like you. But what's important to all of us is that these emergency powers that the government has gotten incredibly used to having end, because there's no necessity for them. There's debate, I guess, around whether there ever was necessity for them, but we know that there's no necessity for them now. And so with the ending of the state of emergency here in Queensland is the end of the mandates, is the end of, people losing their jobs because they're not choosing to have yet another booster. We heard this morning that healthcare services have now been mandated for the booster. So that's another group of people who have to make that decision, even if they've already perhaps had something happen to them because of their first two. They'll have to make the decision to have another one in order to keep their jobs once again. I had a really interesting discussion with a lady this morning who is from Czechoslovakia. And so she was denied going into her citizenship ceremony because she was not vaccinated, and she was not the only one. And so that's what's happening, right? People are coming here, they're sitting their tests, they're getting all the documentation that they are citizens, but they're not allowed to go to their citizenship ceremony because they're not vaccinated. So that means when it comes time to vote, those people are excluded because they're not citizens yet without their citizenship ceremony. So they're literally holding their citizenship hostage because they are not vaccinated. The end of the state of emergency means that you'll be able to see family that you may not have seen for many years. You'll be able to go for coffee and have a beer with your mates that you can have a beer with literally anywhere else. You can shop with, you can go to the hairdresser with, you can sit next to the bus with, but you can't go into a pub and sit down and have a beer with them. This stuff does not make sense. Whether it ever made sense, who knows, but we know it does not make sense now. There is no possible reason for the extension of the state of emergency. It needs to end. So everybody here is basically to make a public showing for the guys inside, for them to know that those that are in there presenting today, they have our support. It takes a lot of bravery. There's a lot of really brave people in there today. And also for the politicians that are in there, that are sitting in your electorate, that are representing you, that are part of the process of taking away your freedoms, that we're all out here and we're watching. So I encourage all of you to stand up and vote. When it comes to the next election, you can find us www.standupandvote.com.au if you'd like to volunteer. It's just /volunteer. But please come down. Make an effort to come down. We are here all week, Monday to Thursday. So today is the viewing. Tomorrow they're sitting on this issue. Also tomorrow is the United Services Walk. I'll do a live later about who United Services are. Their United Services Walk is at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning at St. George Square. They're basically all of our pro-choice firefighters, police, teachers, healthcare, mining, aviation, lifesavers, childcare services. I feel like I've forgotten somebody. Those guys, right? They're all going to be working, all of those guys that have lost their jobs due to these mandates. So they're going to be walking tomorrow morning at 11, and we will be walking with them. But if there's ever been a time for you guys to make a plan to take a day off work if you still have a job, put things on hold and get down here, this is what it's about right now. Without the state of emergency, everything stops. You have to get down here. So hope to see you here. If you're around, come say hi. I don't know that you can miss me. I'm very white. I'm also very short though. So we'll see how we go. We hope there's going to be a lot of people here today. And I hope you guys have an incredible day. If you're here, bring your sunscreen. Make a plan. Get here. This is the place to be.